mouth sounds and some rambling. I haven't done a video like this in a while, a more rambly type video. So I thought I would, it's back to school time. So I thought we could do some mouth sounds. Maybe get a little bit of tapping because my mouth or something might get tired. Pause. But yeah, it's back to school time for me. If y'all didn't know, it's senior year for me in high school. I know a lot of y'all think I'm like 25 and like full-time job or something, but no, I'm in high school. And it's back to school time. I start school Monday. Monday. So it's an exciting time of year. It's the last time I'll get to go through this experience. And it should be pretty interesting and fun. Everyone at my school knows about my channel and stuff, so that's kind of fun, walking into school and, hey, there's the ASMR guy, but yeah, so I got 6 classes this year. And the way my school works is it's an A-day, B-day schedule. So like, let me just give you an example. So like a normal week will be Monday's an A day, then Tuesday's a B day, then Wednesday's an A day, then Thursday's a B day, then Friday's an A day, then Monday's a B day, and so on. So it's nice because you get like, a day break from the classes if you don't like one. Always keeps it kind of fresh feeling. So my A day is 3 classes. Only got 6 classes this year since I'm a senior. But my A day is automotive, which is like working on cars and stuff, which is a super cool class. And then I forget what I got the rest of that day. You can tell I'm not familiar with my schedule yet, but I want to say I got like American history and then English, and then on my B days I got automotive again because that's a year-long course, so you got that class every day. So I'm gonna have the same class every morning, which is pretty cool. After that, I think I got a class called Contemporary Law and Justice, which is like a class dealing with law. And then I got a psychology class, which I don't know. I'm actually looking forward to a little bit because psychology actually interests me quite a bit. I don't know what type of psychology it's gonna be. If it's just gonna be like human psychology and why people act the way they do, or how deep we're gonna go into like why people are the way they are. I'm not sure how deeply we'll explore that in the class, but that's kind of what I'm interested in. Because I always found it interesting about how psychology can explain so much about why people are the way they are. I find that interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. I should have said this at the start of the video, but I'm also going to post a community tab on this. I'm going to do a Q&A video for 30,000 subscribers, since y'all have been asking me to do that since I had like 5,000 subscribers. Y'all want to ask me some questions, and I'll answer all questions. So you can ask it in this comment section, or you can save it until you see the community post where you can just leave your question. But if you leave your question under this video, you don't have to write it again under the community post if you don't want to. If you do, you can ask it again, just to make sure that I do see it. Be fun for y'all to get to know me a little bit better, even though I feel like some of y'all know me pretty well. But if you got any interesting questions, feel free to ask them. It's about time I did a Q&A. I've never done one, but I'm thinking about uploading that Sunday if I can, and then Monday is back to school, like I said, and I'm thinking of doing like a fun like day in the life back to school ASMR style vlog. If y'all been around for like the past couple of months, you may have seen my not back to school, but just day in the life. I've done a couple of those before. I think I've done one or two of those before. I'm gonna do another one of those. If I get the chance. It's senior year, so it'd be kind of fun to document it even for myself. But I'm thinking of doing it like this style that I've been doing a lot of my like public videos, excuse me, which is just like vlogging style, but I just do an ASMR voiceover, because in the real world it's kind of hard to keep a controlled environment to where it's relaxing. So I find that it's more relaxing for videos like that, where you film it and then do a voiceover, and you get to, video, but it's actually relaxing because the voiceover is, in a controlled environment where the noises actually sound good. still probably my favorite format of videos to make. I know the views have slowed down a little bit on the channel. We were getting probably about double the views actually a month ago, but that's just because of the fact that those ASMR like fast and aggressive videos were going crazy. So those brought quite a few new people to the channel, but I knew that would slow down eventually, because it was something that I couldn't keep up with, because I found it too repetitive. If you guys still want videos like that, definitely let me know. I can definitely still do videos like that, but I thought it was a little bit repetitive to just be in my room trying to go as crazy as I can. Stuff like this is closer to what I truly like to make. Pretty much stuff like this. And I sometimes really enjoy those lo-fi ASMR videos in public. Those are always fun. This is the pre-workout I've been taking. This watermelon flavor from Nutricost, which is one of the best brands for cost efficiency. If you're on a budget and looking for a good pre-workout, this is about the cheapest and best you can get. Because a lot of them are cheap, but then the dosages of the stuff in the pre-workout are bad. But this one's cheap and good dosages. So it's 60 servings for like $37, which is an insanely good price. So, just trying to save a little bit of money. It's a good place to start. My high school has their second football game tonight. Will not be attending. I'm not a big fan of events like that, for no particular reason. I just don't. I'm usually not a fan of crowds and stuff, but they lost their first game. Hopefully they win the second one. My high school is not particularly good at football. Last season they went 1-9, which is like horrendous. And the season before that they were like 4-5. But like 5 or 10 years ago they were really good and almost won the state championship, but it fell off quick. One good running back in high school can make a difference by a lot. And we had a kid that was really good and ended up going to the NFL. So that's why the team as a whole was really good back then. Just been spiraling downwards. But yeah, August flew by for me, and we're headed into September, October, November, and December, which in my opinion is the best 4 months of the year. My favorite 4 months of the year, and specifically Q4, October, November, December. my favorite months. One, because of the holidays, the weather, and I just love fall. I mean, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays for the vibes, vibe-wise. Probably top 3 holiday. Obviously, gotta go Christmas, number 1. Thanksgiving, number 2. And then probably Halloween, number 3 for me. But I don't know. Maybe Halloween is almost funner than Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's fun because, you get something good to eat. And you get to spend time with family. But, if you don't got no family to hang out with or something, Halloween's probably funner. A lot funner than Thanksgiving. Because of the parties and stuff. But, I mean, you can't beat Thanksgiving with eating the food and then kicking back and watching some Thanksgiving Day football. Thanksgiving Day football. Big NFL guy personally. I was thinking about doing a fantasy football team this year for the channel, but I decided against it because I'm already in a league. I usually only play one league because I don't want to get too carried away. I usually play on Yahoo Fantasy Football, and I usually just do a $20 league with random people, and it's pretty fun. My team's looking pretty stacked this year, actually. I'm actually super happy with how my team's looking, but stuff changes very quickly in fantasy football. I've been like, this isn't the first time where at the start of the year I'm like, yeah, bro, this team's gonna take me all the way, and then like an injury or something just completely screws me over. But my quarterback is I got Fields at QB, Jefferson at wide receiver 1, AJ Brown wide receiver 2, Miles Sanders is one of my running backs. Shout out the Panthers. Had to pick up a Panthers QB. Always pick up one Panthers player, even though the Panthers are not super good. I got some higher expectations for this year. The Panthers are my team, so I always want a player from my team just so I can watch them and, make the games funner. If you play fantasy football, you know how much more fun it makes the games. So Miles Sanders is my running back 2. I forget who my RB1 is. I think he's the rookie on the Lions. I forget his name. And then I got the Browns tight end. And then I got St. Brown as my flex. So my receiver core is looking good. But my bench is alright too. My running backs are my weakest position, but the new meta in fantasy is receivers. And I got Jefferson, AJ Brown, and St. Brown. It's a 10-man league, by the way. I'm into fantasy football pretty big, but my brother's into it the biggest, and he helped me draft my team a little bit, so he helped me out. But yeah, as far as stuff going on in my immediate life, today was a big back and biceps day, so that was a good lift actually. I've been doing shorter lifts, just to focus more on recovery, because I noticed I was overtraining and I wasn't making very many gains. So I've been shortening out my lifts and lowering the intensity a little bit. So I've actually only been lifting for about 45 minutes a day. which I used to be in there like an hour and a half, so I was just working way too much. So I've slowed it down and noticed some nice gains. So that's been nice. And then other than that, I've been focusing a lot on trying to grow my TikTok. I've been trying to post once a day on there. Sometimes I don't get that, but TikTok, you can post more than YouTube, because people just scroll. YouTube, people can get a little bit tired of your videos, but TikTok people just scroll, so I've been posting more on TikTok, and that's actually been going pretty good. You can check out my TikTok after this video if you want to. It's the exact same name as my YouTube. It should pull up. I got about 31 or 32,000 people over there, which is pretty crazy too. So that's been good. I'm gonna start going live over there pretty soon. Once I get settled in at school and everything, I'll go live probably in about a month or so. I'll start going live over there. I haven't done any YouTube lives lately, but that's gonna be my live spot, is gonna be on TikTok. So follow me over there if you want to catch my lives when I start going live here in a little bit. But other than that, I know Unavoidable ASMR always mentions the shows he's watching and stuff. I've actually been watching The Sopranos. That show, was a little bit before my time, so I never watched it when it was new. And I've been trying to catch up on some of the most classic shows of all time, and that one's always like super highly rated. So I'm on like season 3 right now. So far, it's not disappointed. I really like it. I really like The Sopranos. It's a good show. Good plot. Super interesting. I love mafia stuff in general. Always the mob has been something that's really fascinated me. Sometimes I wish for like a week I could just go back to like 1980 and 1990 and just be like an Italian guy in the mob, and not like have to like do anything illegal, but just get the experience of like hanging out with all the guys and all that. It just looks cool, like in The Sopranos, just hanging out in the back of like the deli or whatever. It just seems kind of like a vibe to me. I feel like that would be fun, just hang out with those guys for a day. And then, just like the power and respect that those guys get, it's just like, obviously it's not good because it's all like fear-based, because they're like off you if you don't respect them. People idolize that life when it's probably really not that good of a life to live, but it just seems like super cool. So I would love to experience that. Like 90s mafia stuff just sounds like it would be fun to go through. But watching that show is the closest I'm ever gonna get to that. I got 0 Italian blood in me, as far as I know. I'm more like Norway, Germany kind of area, as far as I can tell, descendants wise. My grandma's from Norway, as you guys know off the last video I made, and my grandfather is German descent. So I'm not from Italy or anything like that, but it would be pretty cool to experience that. But I've really enjoyed that show so far. But I don't know, I I still think I might have Game of Thrones still over that show. I think Game of Thrones is probably my favorite show of all time. If it wasn't for season 8, oh my god, Game of Thrones easily #1 show of all time. But season 8 just really threw me off. Just like everyone else. But what can you do? But season 1 through 4, best TV I've ever watched. But yeah, definitely got that up there. Breaking Bad up there. The Sopranos is up there, even though I'm only halfway through. Good show. For me, Stranger Things is up there because it's one of the first shows that I really got into. So I enjoy Stranger Things. I know some people don't, but I enjoy Stranger Things. And then I enjoyed Prison Break, but Prison Break got repetitive too. Season 1 Prison Break was one of my favorite shows. But after season 1, it's just like, okay, it's like, what's Michael Schofield had and his brother, it just have too much plot armor. So it never really left you wondering what was going to happen. That's why Game of Thrones was so good, because the guys didn't have plot armor until like season 6 and 7 and 8. They got plot armor. But early Game of Thrones, nobody had plot armor. You didn't know who was safe or not. But Prison Break, all those guys have plot armor, but the main ones, so it was always like you kind of knew. But yeah, I like that show. Better Call Saul, that's a good show too. It's a little bit slower paced, but it's still a good show. But yeah, some of my top shows. But I feel like we've gone really long today. I wanted to ramble, give you guys a long video for Friday. If you watched all the way through, you're absolutely amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and yeah, until the next time, peace out.